On May 15th, 2025, life in the Gin Queensland community would be forever changed. This is Hold My Sweet Tea. Top of the morning to ya. I'm Pearl.
Good morning. I'm Holly.
So, I read something this morning when I first woke up.
Ooh.
What a way to wake up.
The tea.
Yeah. There is some stuffs happening in Ireland that has a lot bit to do with the Catholic Church.
Oh.
Apparently, between like the 1920s and the 1970s, there was like this whole unmarried women being pregnant thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it is believed that they thought that these unmarried pregnant women were evil, basically, and they were a danger to men.
Burn the witch.
So needless to say, they were put into these homes.
Oh, gosh.
Where priests and nuns were, obviously. And these babies were born. And they were either, like, trafficked to America.
Ugh.
I would assume locally as well, if there were, like, families that couldn't have babies.
Yes.
Or they were basically neglected to death. They died. There is a literal septic tank being dug up so that they can remove and identify these babies and bury them in a dignified way.
I did see an article about that, yes.
How stinking disgusting.
Yeah. And there's like a lot.
Yeah, a lot. They say like 800-ish, but I can only imagine there's probably more somewhere else.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure that wasn't the only place. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Yeah, and for the Catholic Church who doesn't believe in abortion.
Right.
Why would you neglect these babies to death?
Mm-hmm.
Because you think these women are evil? And that's their evil spawn?
Yeah.
See, I would have been burned at the stake immediately. They would have been like, witch. I'll be like, yep, sure am.
It's just crazy because I'm, like you said, there's just the ways of the like pro-choice, pro-life, whatever, whichever way you go. It does. I mean, there's an argument on either side.
Right.
But the Catholic Church stance has never really wavered.
No.
So I'm like,
how? Why?
So women can't choose, but you can.
Right.
The church can. The church can choose for you.
Right.
We're going to let your child be born. We're just going to kill it after that.
Right. To let it suffer to death.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
It's like, in my brain, I guess it kind of reminded me of like a kill shelter for animals. So right. I'm going,
if somebody doesn't come
doesn't come get you soon enough, you're just going to die.
Euthanized in the worst way.
Yeah. So
yeah, that's a little bit crazy and controversial and
disturbing morning for me.
Very disturbing. But on a lighter note, out of Ireland, that's where Robert Sheehan is from, who plays Klaus on Umbrella Company. On Umbrella Academy, I'm sorry.
Holly's love.
The man I would join his cult. I love me some Klaus. Well, just the character, like I'm sure Robert Sheehan is a nice guy, but like the character he plays and the look, there we go.
So, yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Catholic Church, dead babies, and Klaus. Woo, what you got for us today?
What a little cocktail we had.
Right. Little mixy mix.
Yeah. So, today we're going to talk about something very recent and also in Australia, since, we have listeners there.
Right. In the South, down under.
Yeah. So there's a 17-year-old named Phoebe Bishop who went missing on May 15th, 2025. So this year,
very recent.
Yes. Wow. Just a couple months ago. So the most recent thing we've done thus far, I feel like.
Okay.
Because we usually do stuff from...
the past and like way back.
Yeah. Or things that have recent updates but happened a long time ago.
Oh, okay. So this is fresh.
This one is very fresh and very fast moving.
Ooh, I like that.
Now, it's not over by any means. So, I mean, down the road we could do an update once they sort it all out.
Yeah.
But it's pretty disturbing, the things that have come to light thus far. So on May 15th, 2025, around 8:30 in the morning, Phoebe Bishop was supposedly dropped off at the airport where she was going to board a plane, first to Brisbane, then on to Perth to meet her boyfriend. His name is Levi. He's 18 years old.
Okay.
She never made it onto the plane. Phoebe had been living in Gin with James Wood, who's 34, the boyfriend of her other housemate, Tanika Bromley, who's 33, for some time. So her mom and herself, Phoebe's mom, Kylie, and herself just kind of had like a little bit of a falling out, I'd say. And I mean, she's 17. It's the year of I know everything, so. But I guess all of her other siblings had also kind of moved out of the house. So I don't know if maybe there was just some
tension,
family tension, And so she moves out and moves in with these two grown folks. But to make it make a little more sense, Tanika Bromley actually worked with Phoebe's mother.
Oh, okay. So there's
it's not like she didn't know her.
There. Yeah. Okay.
So it's not like it's a complete strangers. She knew the woman, didn't really know the woman's boyfriend, but she's she's not like moving in with strangers.
An acquaintance, yes.
Yeah. So she was supposed to go to the airport in Bundaberg in central Queensland and, like I said, go to Western Australia to visit her boyfriend. So he used to live in Gin. However, his mother was tragically killed in a car accident. And so his father had made the decision to move them to the other side of Australia because the kids would have to pass the scene of the accident on the bus on the way to school every day. Ooh. And he's like, it was just really the memories in the area. It was just like too much for their family. So they moved for that reason. But Phoebe and Levi stayed in touch, doing the normal teenager things, staying on the phone all night long, like falling asleep on FaceTime. You know what those youngins be doing these days. Right. So that normal stuff. But she never actually was seen on any surveillance video from the airport. She never checked in at the terminal, never got on the airplane, none of that.
And was never seen dropped off.
Never seen dropped off. Now, her housemate's car was seen in the area of the airport on some back roads.
Ooh.
3 people went near the airport, and those 3 people never got out of the car. Those housemates told police that she was, like, last seen when they dropped her off at 8:30 that morning wearing a green tank top, gray sweatpants with a black suitcase. And then when they're re-questioned, they actually change their story up a little bit. Well, James Wood does. Mm-hmm. He says, well, she never actually got dropped off at the airport. She started to panic in the car. And so Tanika and myself, got out of, pulled over, parked the car, got out of the car to give her some space and some time by herself. And when we came back to the car, she was gone. So we just drove off.
Yeah.
So we just left.
We didn't try to look for her. We just were like, she's all right. Let's go.
Yeah. So the next day, after, her mom finds out she's never made it to her boyfriend's, her boyfriend has, told her mother, she called me. It sounded like there was screaming, yelling in the background, and then it all of a sudden went silent, and that's the last thing I heard from her. Ooh. So the next day, that would be, May 16th, a missing persons alert was issued by the Queensland police, and her mother would also plead with the public to contact family or police with any information on Phoebe. If you've seen her anywhere, please tell us.
Right.
Her mom actually said it was really unlike her to not be in contact with people, and she knows how excited she was about going to see her boyfriend. They had planned to go camping and stuff. And so she was so ready for this trip. And she's like, it would be weird for her to not talk to people. So May 21st, police are continuing to urge everyone with information to come forward. They asked for anyone who may have surveillance around their homes, anywhere near the airport, or even dash cam video.
Yeah.
And they told everyone, that the car that the housemates were driving was a gray Hyundai iX35. I had some fun, interesting things to tell you about said car.
Okay.
Momentarily.
I was never heard of that one.
Yeah. It's I guess it's kind of hatchbacky looking, smaller SUV. Mm-hmm. Detective Inspector Ryan Thompson expressed the concerns that the police had for her safety, as it was not like her to not have contact with anyone. He also shared that Phoebe's housemates were questioned and that they were being cooperative. The property and the car were still both declared a crime scene based on the fact that that's kind of the last place that she was. They were cooperative to a point. There is footage of the car, like I said, near the airport. And at the airport, their license plate is their actual regular license plate.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 414. I don't remember the letters, but I only remember the numbers in the beginning, but I'll tell you why in a minute. So later, when this car is caught again somewhere else, and you guys have to go find videos on YouTube because, or I'll try to link it. But it's I cracked up laughing, not because this was obviously this is a very serious case.
Yeah.
But I laughed at the makeshift way in which they tried to disguise the car.
Oh my gosh.
Later. So they use tape and spray paint, and they change the license plate number. So they turn the letters into other numbers or letters, and they the 414 is now 474. They literally took off the Hyundai symbol on the back above the license plate and had drawn on some, I don't know what, gray material, a Toyota symbol.
Wow.
And it is obvious that it is handmade. That is what caused me to laugh, because I'm are you freaking kidding me?
If you're going to try to disguise something, at least do it the proper way, not hand-drawn and...
Go snatch one off another car. No. Oh, wow. So I was just like, they're obviously panicking.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously.
Yeah, because they know they've done wrong.
Mm-hmm. So on May 23rd, the search for Phoebe had expanded to include divers, and the search would also stretch to include a national park. At that point in time, there were no persons of interest, but the search area had expanded like 40 kilometers south of Gingin into the Goodnight Scrub National Park. The reasons for this is because there are cell phone pings from Phoebe's phone that led them to check that area. Now, in the beginning, like, they had searched and then they had called off search stuff because of whatever, but the renewed search due to phone ping information expands. On May 31st, there would be, like, more pleas from the family, her sister, poor baby. That child cries on TV the whole time. And a video statement is released by Phoebe's mother, Kylie Johnson, again asking anyone with any information to please contact the police. She wanted to let the world know that her daughter was a beautiful, loving, and kind person. She always saw the good in people. Her mom made sure to thank the police and share that she still held out hope that her daughter would come home, even though she realized that she may not. She continued to explain that if the worst case scenario had played out, she at least wanted to know where her daughter was. So in a huge development on June 5th, Wood and Bromley would be arrested and charged with murder. Now, they had been brought in and charged with some weapons charges before that. I feel like that was the police getting an idea that something was up, but they found like a sawed-off shotgun and some other replica weapons inside the car.
Yeah.
And so they had arrested Bromley on that and then arrested Wood on some other weapons charges. Okay. They told them that they could not stay together during this investigation. So I guess Wood, the guy, just decided he was living in his car while all this panned out. But beyond being charged with murder, they would also be charged with 2 counts of interfering with a corpse because it appears that her body has been moved at least twice when they do find it. At the point that they're arrested, though, they have not found her remains.
Right.
So they announced that their next court appearance is going to be August 11th.
Okay.
That still stands true. But the very next day, on June 6th, police would actually locate the human remains, so it wasn't very long. They were found in a search near the national park. It was really close to the entrance, actually. At that time, the remains were not formally identified, but were presumed to be Phoebe.
Right.
The scene was then secured. A press conference would be held on June 7th, where Detective Inspector Craig Mansfield would tell reporters that after testing, the remains were confirmed to be human. They hadn't finished the full test, but they did confirm that they were human remains. Further testing would continue in order to formally identify who the remains belonged to. They explained that snippets of information and phone data allowed for the discovery of this location that was not too far from the original search area. Police had believed all along that her body was moved several times before it was found in bushland. The home that Phoebe was residing in with Wood and Bromley was dubbed a house of horrors.
Ew.
A sickening stench emanated from the dilapidated house. There are vids of this too. So you guys can actually see. It's like horrible.
Are you going to link those?
Yes.
Because I want to go see.
There are, like, there's like rubbish, they say. I say trash. They say rubbish.
Trash.
Either way,
Trash.
It's all over the yard. There's like a refrigerator outside.
Ew.
Yeah.
What in the, like, freaking American garbage is that? Like, that's
American Rubbish Story.
Right. That's like
or
one of
Australian
those,
Rubbish Story at this point. But yeah, it's like...
But that's stuff that you see on the news in America, all these like people that live in squalor, and it's like,
and then they find like dead bodies of everything
Right.
on their property.
Right.
Well, neighbors said that 11 animals were in the home.
Ugh.
They even claimed that the stench was so bad around there that they had to close all their windows and doors because of the smell of rotting dogs in the heat. They actually found 4 dead dogs strewn about the property outside, not attempted to be buried or anything, just laying there rotting in the yard.
I hate these people. Hardcore.
Another neighbor talked about the clutter and rubbish on the property and said that there had been a lot of noise from howling dogs and parties as well. And I'm like, you're inviting people into your house for a party?
Dead animals in your yard and all that stuff? Gross.
Yeah.
And then the people who go to these parties, ew.
Exactly. So it was said that Wood had told a friend that the dogs found dead at the home were actually puppies that had died of natural causes. Apparently, they were infested with hookworms and the treatment hadn't been able to work before they passed.
Okay, well, get a shovel, dig a hole at least, and put them in it. Like, don't leave them just their bodies strewn about.
Yeah. And they said, like, the entire house is full of trash. Clothes are everywhere, rotting food, there's dog poop, chains that I assume were for the dogs. I don't know. But they're all over the floor. They said that it was obvious that Phoebe's room was like the cleanest part of the house.
Right.
17-year-old. Her stuff was all packed up in there and it made it look like she had planned to return. But like they said, the weirdest thing, her door frame was busted. Like someone had like forced their way into her room at one point.
Yeah.
So that was crazy. There is a third person that has recently been charged with 2 counts of accessory after the fact to murder. His name is Kieran Daniel Mittelhauser. He allegedly interfered with the investigation by using Phoebe's phone. Like to try to throw off police.
To ping it somewhere else.
There's another report that said he had also used her bank card. Just trying to make them throw off the trail. But they haven't actually figured out how he's connected to the other 2, but obviously they know each other.
My thing is, like, they're trying to cover all this up. What are they gaining from this? What did they gain from killing this girl? Right.
And the weirdest thing is like this woman has known her.
Yeah. Knew her mother.
Knows her mom.
Yeah.
And other people in her family. She's worked with Phoebe's cousin and stuff like that. So it's not like she's no stranger to the family in general. Motive has not been clearly defined either, so we don't know why at all. Mittelhauser is also facing charges of unlicensed driving, fraud, and drug possession. There's a bunch of stuff about like her aunt and her mom, her mother's sister. They don't talk to each other either. So they've been estranged for a long time. And they're saying like in around April 26th that Phoebe had sent a bunch of text messages to her aunt talking about how she couldn't wait to get out of this shithole, called it like a hell house. And
I would say so. Yeah.
All of that. Talking about her trip to go see her boyfriend and that if things go as planned, I won't be back. She also, there's text messages where she said to her aunt that she had actually asked her father if she could live with him and he told her no.
Wow.
Yeah. There was a lot of stuff like on things that she would post to social media, like how she was reflecting on her relationship with her mom and her trying to just like find herself. And it seems like she was super depressed.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, it's like hauntingly sad. She actually posed questions to her younger self. Like, do me and mom get along, and did we finally make her proud? And she would reply to her own question saying that her mom, is who she's talking about, will never be proud. We don't see or talk to her, but it's better like this. And then talking about how her siblings have moved on and lived separate lives. And in another TikTok post, she wrote, "When I die, get my dad to lower my coffin so he can let me down one last time."
Oh, that's sad.
So I'm like, Lord.
This poor girl.
So, I mean, and it's crazy because there's so many people who are like, she's so loved, she wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
Obviously. So I feel like like that combined with her living conditions and everything else, like I can't blame her for wanting to get out of there.
And you said there's still like the August date is still on, so
yeah,
we'll find
so
out
that'll be the time
month.
to find out all the things of whatever, like
what they've investigated and what's going on. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What else they may dig up and find.
Okay.
In March, she had actually posted, "I'm not built for this town. These aren't my people." So, she had plans to get out of there.
Yeah, she was moving on. She was going to live her life and do her own thing.
And her boyfriend's father had actually said that, obviously this has traumatized his son. He's lost his mom now. He's lost his girlfriend. And he had actually purchased her a gift that he was going to surprise her with when she got there because she was so interested in photography. He had bought her like $1,000 camera.
Aww.
Spent bunches of monies. Yeah.
Poor guy. Poor her, though. That's tragic that this girl who was trying to get her life together.
Yeah. I mean,
somebody intervened and took it from her.
Doing her best to be an adult.
Independent adult. Yeah. At 17.
At 17. Yep.
Yeah, that's sad. Yeah. I can't wait to hear any developments that come along about this because.
Yeah. So we'll revisit it after stuff starts.
I need to know why they
moving.
did this.
Yeah, I know. And that's the biggest thing for me is like, it doesn't make sense. Like, why would you do this to her?
Right.
Why would you do this to that family that you've worked with and known? Like,
and who else have you done this to?
Yeah. And I mean, the animal abuse.
Yeah, that's some sadistic stuff there. So.
And wait till you see the videos.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to see. You'll have to send me the link so I can.
But I'll text you the links to those, and then I'll also include them obviously in the show's source material. So if you guys want to check it out, you can. I mean, Google works wonders too. There's a ton of videos, but I'll send you direct links, Holly.
Thanks.
Yeah. So. You didn't even know I was doing this till this morning. I know,
until this morning.
Like, usually we tell each other I'm doing blah, blah, blah.
We give it like a little brief, like, this is what I'm doing.
This is where they're from.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. And then we do the story. So I didn't even know.
Nope.
It was a good one.
Holly didn't know.
We were just singing yesterday. Scotty doesn't know. Euro trip,
Oh, my goodness. And speaking of singing, our theme music.
Yeah.
By Patty Salzetta. And we want you guys to share our podcast with everyone.
And if you're listening in Australia, share.
Yes.
Everywhere. Because we would like to be all the way down under.
Tell the cashier at the grocery store.
Yes.
Write it down for them.
Yeah. They'll be like, what does that mean? Just go with it. Hold My Sweet Tea podcast.
Yes. Go listen. I mean, I got a drink at Sonic this morning and gave our card with the QR code to the girl who brought me my drink.
Nice.
Like, here's a tip. listen to our podcast.
Right. It's delightful.
Yeah. So share.
Yes, absolutely.
Follow. Subscribe. I can't say that word that
Right.
fast.
Subscribe.
Blah, 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 blah.
And where can they contact us at?
If you want to send us a message.
A massage?
Oh, I would like a massage.
Oh my gosh.
But a message. We have an email, steeped@holdmysweettea.com. And you can message us on any social media platform that we actually subscribe to ourselves. Not X.
No. Not that.
No. Or Snapchat. We don't have like an official Hold My Sweet Tea Snapchat.
No.
So.
Because we don't want those kind of photos.
No. I do not want to be solicited.
No. But Hold My Sweet Tea is a Drunken Bee production.
Bzz.
And you guys stay safe out there. And just because we're dipping doesn't mean you can't keep sipping. Bye.